Although they get to see a lot of Legos. So let's move that out. Get these out of the way first. Shame now.
First thing everybody sees of you is moving Legos.
Just Lego, man. Lego. Lego my Lego.
Lego, my Lego.
No, Lego my ego. Do you think that's the brand of waffles, Lego Heat?
Sure. Hi, Star Wars fan.
Alright, well, anyway.
And hello, hello, hello. And welcome to Pop Culture Therapy.
Toku and Animation News Network.
The Toku Animation News Network. And Crying Cat. I'm Curly Kane. You are?
I am Kaiju no Kami. And we are here to watch Ultraman Blazar episode 20.
Sure.
It's called Night of Insects Chirping. Why? I've been busy all day. All I know is I'm thinking insects, but it's wintertime. Shouldn't they be back in hell by now?
I saw a spider when I was downstairs. Ew. It's tiny.
And then by June it'll be that tiny.
But yes, it's been a crazy week.
Yep.
Both personally and professionally. Finally, I am over my cold. Mostly.
Yay.
Mostly. I'm still green, but I finished.
She is very green.
I finished all of my holiday shopping. Except I just remembered I have to wrap all of the presents for our meetup White Elephant.
You just remembered that now?
Yes.
You do know that's Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you remember it's Friday. Mm-hmm. So let's see comments. Yesterday I started Kamen Rider Kabuto. I've watched 8 episodes so far. Cool.
I have it right here.
Hopefully this episode won't bug you. I finished bench watching Ultraman Ginga, and I am on the last 3 episodes of Ginga S.
What does bench watch?
I think he meant binge.
I know. I'm kidding.
It's like autocorrect. Corrects the most weirdest words, and I don't know why at times.
Yeah, but with your abhorrent spelling when it comes to typing on the phone,
well,
I have claws and I can type better on a phone than you can.
Because I don't like typing on the phone.
You don't like talking on the phone? You don't like typing on the phone?
No, I have a phone for music and because I have to have one.
Pretty much. That's all he uses the phone for.
I mean, I miss the days of, I wasn't home, so I couldn't get your message. Oh, how heartbreaking. I wasn't home. Be bothered when you call.
Truthfully, okay, to be fair, people would call me. People will call me. I will be home, and I'm like, sorry, I wasn't home today, so I couldn't chat.
So you lie to people?
I lie to people all the time. Unfortunately, I can't lie to you because I live with you.
Yeah, no shit. But anyway, let's start this episode. Oh, I guess I first do this.
But has anybody been watching anything fun outside of Tokusatsu? I've been watching Dr. Stone.
And we've been watching Doctor Who.
And I've been watching an older-ish anime called 07 Ghost.
And we've been watching a terrible, awful Christmas horror series.
Are you telling me you hated the first one too?
I didn't say I hated the first one, but 2 and 3 were freaking awful.
So we've been watching a horror series called Silent Night, Deadly Night. Because for me, as many horror fans, Christmas is the greatest time for horror. We have Krampus. We have the Christmas Horror Story. We have Black Christmas. We have the Silent Night, Deadly Night series. We have also, what did I just watch? Better Watch Out, which is a great horror movie. There's so many.
Santa Slays.
There's Santa Slays. There's Santa Jaws. And there's a new movie on Shudder that's getting really good reviews called It's a Wonderful Knife. So we must watch that.
Right. On that note, let us watch Ultraman Blazar.
ああ、見ろ。怪獣だ。
ママ、怪獣だよ。怖いよ、怖いよ。
大丈夫よ。
落ち着いて避難の準備しよう。
私が来たからにはもう安心だ。私は作るの。小持ちのつけ、RD スカー。ストップストップ。
What the fudge?
勝手にセリフを足さない。
Don't imply.
本当にやらなきゃダメなんですか？
Why are they doing a children's play?
対処法講座。
任務は任務だ。
Lessons on what to do when a kaiju
そうで
appears.
すよね。それって私たちがやることなんでしょうか？
こんな任務前はなかったもん。
上からの締め付けも厳しくなったような気がします。
Grass has
ガード
gotten
存
bigger.
続の
Oh, I
力って言ってた
bet.
春の三号町は謹慎やし、上層部で何かあったんすかね。ほら、無駄口を叩かない。
It's all her fault.
本番明日なんだ。もう一度最初から。はい。
Oh my god. Really?
兄さん、今勤務中だから。
Masaki.
父さんは倒れた。
Ooh. Osa.
命の行方を照らすため光よ。明日を導け。
Well, they can see a really good perspective of our legs close up and our bodies farther away.
I know. I'm like trying to figure out if there's something else I can put on here to raise it up.
It's going to get really close and then really far. So you're just going to sit facing towards your head is a little bit closer than your legs. Nights of insects chirping.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
So I used to live by railroad tracks when I was younger. So growing up,
Groaning up.
a lot of groaning as well. All I ever heard was trains connecting into each other or all of the wildlife around everywhere. It was very frustrating in the middle of the summer because where we lived in Buffalo, it was so humid. You'd hear mosquitoes buzzing, you'd hear the grasshoppers chirping, or the crickets, whatever the hell the bugs. And it was very annoying. And then you hear screeching for mice, then you hear the trains, then you hear deer. So
Then you hear trains hitting the deer.
thankfully I was immune to that. All right, so thoughts on Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire. Looks terrible. Go see Godzilla -1. That's all I have to say. What do you have to say? Oh god, the trailer looked terrible to me.
The Barbenheimer new Godzilla form. He's letting out his inner pain.
Ooh, waiting for Mashley season 2 and Blue Exorcist season 2. Yeah, I love Blue Exorcist. Oh yeah, I need to watch a Yu Yu Hakusho live action trailer.
Oh, it came out?
Yes, because it comes out next week.
How many episodes?
It's a movie, I thought. Or is it a series?
It's a movie?
Is it a movie or a series?
I thought it was a series.
Is it a series? Who's doing it?
Netflix.
Oh, I don't know then. But it comes out next week. Thank you, Star Wars fan. I need to watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Send me.
農協の鈴村さんとこの娘さん。お前も知ってるだろ。
似合いなんかしないよ。父さんが倒れてる嘘ってついて。
Seriously? Over
今
marriage
度でもしなき
interviews?
ゃ。お前は結婚なんて考えないだろ。今は無理だよ。怪獣の出る頻度も増えてるし。じゃあ、いつになったら怪獣は出なくなるんだ。
Because that's totally how it works.
防衛隊の仕事ももうやめたらどうかって言ってるんだけど。
は
Quit? Ooh, Dick! Leave your job? Would you ever tell me to quit my job? Actually, you have told me to quit previous jobs, so never mind.
Oh, お前のことは心配なんだよ、父さんは。
別に嘘をつかれて怒ってるわけじゃない。昔はああじゃなかった。防衛隊をやめろって言うにしたって、もっとはっきり言えばいいだろ。
うん。もう、そうなんだけどさ。
Are you psychic now, dude?
虫のね。
Oh.
どんな虫？最近よく聞こえんだよ。
おい、ガタキ！あれ店長！どうも。おお！どうしたんだよ？ああ、そうだった。陽介のところ畑がやられた。陽介の？ああ、すぐ行ってくれ。
Ooh. All of those fields. I don't know what they're
作物が枯れてしまって。
doing. I think lettuce
一
and
月くらい前から
Have they checked engine?
どういうわけか土の質が変わってしま
Or
って。
whatever the Jurassic World company is.
Oh.
With the giant locusts.
Oh. Okay.
Dawson?
信号で倒れて、
We've got Dotson.
それ以来畑にも。すまない。お前には黙ってろって言われてたんだ。
この柵の壊れ方、イノシシじゃねえよな。
とにかく一度見回りをしよう。よし行こう。
Let's split it up. I've already come to that conclusion. It's a bad idea. But this is interesting so far. We're going to learn a little bit more about Teru. And how his family seems a little dysfunctional after his mom passed. And that doesn't look weird or fake.
いや、
That just looks kind of fakeish.
なんだ
Maybe this is one of the 7 plagues of hell. Or 7 plagues, I mean. Oh, God, help me. Oh, Lord.
みんな
Oh,
準備はいいかはい
What?
they're doing a school play. Or they were going to be
あ
doing a
ト
school
ラッカーだ
山梨県中星町角野山で昆虫型の巨大生物多数発見。山の地下に巣があると思われます。至急出動を。
朝から緊急出動だ
怪獣が出てきた時の対処行動は
許可を取らないと上がうざいんじゃん。
こういう時の必殺技がある。
何ですか。
事後承諾だ
Retroactive approval. Oh, God. Act first, ask for forgiveness later.
お前実はこんなことやってんのか家の告げとも結婚しようとも言わん
Just
俺は父さんから教わったんだよこの生き方
Aw, I'm like this because of you. Why did I get a feeling it's when its eyes are? That was quick.
大丈夫どうしたよし大丈夫だよ
Let's say
Hello.
mucus.
Allow me
Yes.
to introduce myself. My name is
I'm
Toku.
sorry. I would say the same thing. I think this is probably why I've never had children. Because while I love kids, there's just certain things about the bodily fluids coming out of them. I deal with my own. I don't know if I could deal with the kids. I've dealt with it when I was a babysitter, so I don't know if I could do it full time. I know that sounds terrible, though.
Okay.
So I can understand her comment, though, of ew mucus. All right, enough.
Oh, that was a trailer for the movie.
Oh, right. So the Yu Yu Hakusho movie. Have you seen Godzilla's new form in Godzilla Kong: The New Empire?
Yes, Barbenheimers.
All pink and stuff.
Now I just want to take part scene of the trailer when he comes up and have the Barbie girl song playing. Oh my god, but the memes are coming out of that is hilarious.
Oh, what?
There's been for that running scene when mom brings home the pizza.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, and it's Blue Exorcist season 3. Not 2. I didn't get to finish everything. Are you okay? Are you okay?
お待たせしま
Don't
した。
go anywhere.
いらんか。大丈夫です。
周辺の土壌から窒素がなくなっていました。窒素は地球上すべての生物が必要とするもの。植物は地中から窒素や微生物が分解し、アンモニア等にしたものを吸収しています。
虫型生物はズグガンが放った粘液からアンモニアが検出されました。あいつらがこの辺の土から窒素を根こそぎ。
でも今まで被害はなかったんですよね。
地中深くに生息していたものがより豊かな土壌を求め地表付近に現
So
れてし
they
まった
are
のかもしれない。
underground creatures.
どの道すでに被害が出
Maybe
て
that's why those
駆除するより
lions
他にない。
like
巣と思われる洞窟はズグガンの粘液が固まったもので形成されていて、隠しレター並みの強度です。
外部からの攻撃では周辺の農地に被害を与えかねない。そこでだ。
Huh? Why did he do that? He just stacked two figures on each other, making it seem like he's smart. And we're blowing up stuff.
巣の内部に到達します。作戦ポイントに到着。索敵を開始。生体反応多数検知。こちらに向かうときます。
大丈夫。駆除開始だ。アースガン発射。
ジャーキー、兄貴、撃ち殺した奴がいたら頼むぞ。いるか。
I do feel kind of bad that they're killing creatures.
頑張れ。
Not like they harmed anyone.
Well, if they're destroying the land,
Yeah, but it's not like they just going out of their way to destroy it. Like,
地中から熱源接近。
it's not like bugs fly around the apartment on purpose.
I don't like bugs, but sometimes I feel bad about them. Except for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes all just must die. Eat it, touch it, touch it. Show it, these balls. You mucus.
損傷。粘液により行動を不能。
Okay, now it's gonna go around destroying everything. This one. See, this is what we need to do.
集中接近。
And here comes Ultraman. And Ultraman just got it.
Why?
Yeah. Commercial time. Until he decides to skip everything.
I wasn't skipping anything earlier.
Oh, like you are. All right.
You just took forever to say something.
My Hero Academia Season 7 is supposedly coming out next spring. Can't believe they're on Season 7. But then again, they are up to Volume 35. That I have at least.
The anime is up to volume 35?
No, the manga.
Oh. I wonder how far the anime is.
I don't know, but if they're at Season 7, I'd be curious to see how far behind the manga they are. And can you believe it's been 10 years of the new generation Ultraman?
Yep.
Which was the first?
Ginga.
Ginga, okay. So that came out in 2013, essentially?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Are you okay? No, I'm not. A disaster just happened. Oh, what are your guys' opinions on Kabuto?
Watch my review.
Oh my god!
No, it's a pretty good show, but makes a lot of stupid decisions.
Oh, I am from the heavens. That's all I know about the show. No, I actually do enjoy the show. I will admit, like he said, that they do make some mistakes, but it's overall it's a good show. You should watch it.
I do like the invasion of body snatcher aspect to it.
Now, would you go underground with a whole bunch of bugs like that?
If I'm exterminating them, why not?
Even if you're tasked to exterminate them, and you're like this big, and you're like that big.
That's what guns are for.
Oh, no. I believe in self-preservation. I told you. So it is the mom.
ビンゴ、寺脇さん大当たり。
There's a random bird. Yay! He destroyed everything. But he understands like I do. It wasn't necessarily their fault.
はい。了解。
Okay.
そうでした。ああ。怪獣が出てきた時の対処法講座。あれ、47都道府県全部回れって。
もう仕事入ってるじゃないですか。
というわけで、早速帰って結構だ。
もう、
And he's fired.
防衛隊から連絡がありますね。調査にご協力ください。わかった。では、失礼します。
Wow, that seems very personal. He's your dad, Dick.
Whoa.
I know. Huh? Did you find the eggs? Is it going to be the attack of the additional creatures?
あいつが守ってくれた土だ。
Okay, that was a weird way to end the episode.
This is the land he protected. It's your land. It's my land. It's our land. Out. Okay, what did you think about them doing this whole play rehearsal?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do something like that? Maybe at some point I might start watching Mirror Man after I've watched Ultra 7, which Octuple is 35 episodes in. What's Mirror Man?
Another Super Aya Toku series.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
What year?
70? I think it was before they brought Ultraman back.
Now, have you ever seen anything about it?
I've never seen a Mirror Man.
Ooh, there's going to be a flying mode. Like real flying. All right, so I do like this comment about Kabuto, though. Real quick, I have to do this. The clock up and over ability gives me a Zawald vibe from JoJo's.
Of course you would.
Zawald with Dia.
What's the deal, man?
Dio Brando.
I know, I said, what's the deal, man?
He's one of my favorite villains. And I love Zoel.
So, anyway, this episode, I mean, it was obviously a filler episode, but we got some good development on Teru. And the monster was interesting in concept.
So it kind of reminds me, like in a real world aspect, whenever you have like those invasive species type things, which usually comes from Australia to America, and that's where we get the killer bees from, or the
Not the
murder
bees,
hornets.
man! Not the bees!
Sorry, I misspoke. The murder hornets.
Oh, yeah, I remember fending off those murder hornets. It was like 50 to 1. Their odds were outnumbered.
Really?
Yep.
Are you what's that dude's name? Chuck Norris?
Sure.
You know who Chuck Norris is, right?
Yes, I do know who Chuck Norris is. The guy from Expendables.
He's more than that. He's a literal meme of himself.
I know. One of the bathrooms when I subbed had an entire poster of Chuck Norris memes.
I think my favorite one was between him and the snake. Like the snake bit me, the venomous snake bit Chuck Norris, and the venomous snake died.
And it died 5 days later. But anyway, it was a pretty good episode. I like the sunset setting for the fight with the with Blazar.
I think this would have been one of those few episodes in Ultraman where I would have appreciated if they did a little bit more of like that environmental caution thing. Because sometimes in Ultraman, and I've seen it in the older series from episodes I've watched in the modern, where they try to do like this environmentalist talk. And this is one of the few times I think it could have worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little disappointed because it's always the episodes that don't need the environmentalist talk that get it. But when you have an episode that really gives it to you on a silver fucking platter,
And they don't use it.
they don't use it. I'm like, this would be a perfect time to talk about invasive species.
Well, the bugs were there because of pollution in the environment or something.
Yes. Like, it would have been perfect. And I'm like, really? This is the one time I am so disappointed in not getting an environmentalist cautionary tale. So that was disappointing. I was happy to get a third character in the series to have a third of the, well, not a third, but to actually get a little bit more on Teraraki. Even though it was very subtle, we know he has a father, a brother. Both his father and brother live in their home.
A dead mom.
But the father and brother live in the hometown, kind of away from the city, big city life, and they are really of the earth type people, where they're
All I know
farmers.
is he's the second character that has now been from a farm country.
Yes.
Because what's her name was from a farm country, and one of the
Emmy, I think.
whichever. I can't keep these characters track.
But it's, well, in Japan, from everything I've seen, it's very common that, kind of think of it between like New York to Colorado. In the bigger cities like Tokyo, for instance, they have to move up because that's all they can build. They can't build out. But in the like smaller prefectures further away, they have all the room in the world, it seems like. And I kind of feel like for the characters that live in the small towns going to the city, when they go back to their small town, they're like, wow, it's like literally night and day. Buffalo is not anything like New York City, But
Everything is built on top of each other.
But still, in Buffalo, we didn't have room to grow. We only had room to grow up. And so, and just for awareness for anybody who doesn't understand what I mean, it means making buildings higher versus expanding to open land.
Well, yeah, because they already got rid of all their open land for buildings and stuff.
Yes, and because even all of New York, it is like that for the bigger cities of like Buffalo, Niagara Falls, New York City,
Which is kind of weird though, because you have that big emptiness of nothing.
in the middle of the state. Literally, the middle of the state is nothing. Like when I talk to people and they're like, well, how come you've never seen cows in New York? Because I lived in Buffalo where we did not have cows. Not even when I went to certain small towns did I see farm life.
But then you have that chunk in the middle of absolutely nothing.
Well, it's fascinating. But so it always amazes me when you see like a city person or you see somebody who is a country person going to the city and then going back and like, wow. Because I know when we went back to Buffalo, we're like, damn, this looks bad because all the pollution and shit like that. So I really, long story short, I think it was or short story long, I really feel like it was a missed opportunity to talk a little bit more about environmental.
Well, yeah,
topics.
the episode just was missing something.
That's really it. Like it wasn't a terrible episode.
No, it wasn't. It was not bad. It was a good episode for Teru, even though they didn't do too much with him.
No, I did think it was adorable in the beginning to have them practicing for a children's play, especially with everybody else's terrible acting, except for our techno geek.
All I know is it's kind of weird. Oh, we just lost all these this big plot development that was going to occur to this general bigwig, but now we've got to perform a play
for kids.
Like
it did seem, it really did feel out of left field, and
it was out of field.
But you did see the eye-to-eye contact of them, like somebody must have pissed off the bigwigs. Yeah, about that. But yeah, it's a perfect filler episode. I am very thankful that next week is not a clip show.
Well, okay, that's
because to be fair, I was actually expecting it to be a clip show.
Well, that's the one thing I'm trying to figure out. Because, okay, we've got 5 episodes left.
Yes.
Where's the calendar? So that'll be on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So 21, 22, 23 is after Christmas.
But they don't celebrate Christmas like we do.
So are they going to have a clip show on the 26th? Or are they going to skip the 26th and go to the 2nd?
But New Year's is big for them in Japan.
Well, that's the other thing. Or are they going to... Because it'd be weird to have a clip show as like episode 24.
Well, that would be a literal slap in the face.
But even 23 would be kind of a slap in the face. Then you have... So I'm not sure, are they going to do a week off?
I wonder if they're going to do another special.
Or are they going to have another clip show? All I know is that it's probably...
Because that would be 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 would...
January 9th.
January 9th. I don't think that, because, well, Japan doesn't celebrate the holidays like we do for Christmas. I don't necessarily know if they're going to do anything for that.
Well, that's the thing. And since they don't release episode descriptions a lot often ahead of time, or at least titles, we don't know yet when the show's going to actually end.
Well, yeah. Because there's no conversations as of yet. It's not like for Sentai and Kamen Rider where we get a few months before, we already get like everything for the next series, and we get an idea of when the end date's going to be and stuff like that.
Because, like, let's see, because last year, previous New Generation Stars. No, the previous was. Why is it not giving? Oh, because of episodes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why is it not giving me Decker when Decker was the previous series? Regular? No, not Regulos.
Oh my God!
Well, I was trying to figure out when Decker ended last year.
I can't remember.
Because this website is kind of weird because it doesn't actually. Because it's not listing the previous series as Decker. It's going through all these other things.
Well, I think it's going through like the web series and things like
Okay,
that.
Decker. Decker ended on January 21st, started July 9th. Now, when we came to Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
Oops. That was okay. So let's see. They had a special episode. Special episode 3. That was on 1/7.
Mm-hmm.
Sky of Despair was on 12/24. So it's possible they'll have a new episode. So
The
they
week
did.
of
They did
Christmas.
skip the week of New Year's.
Yes.
So we'll probably get a new episode.
The week of Christmas. On Boxing Day.
Yes, unboxing.
Boxing. BOXING.
And then whatever. But it'll probably then. And so I guess we'll probably have new episode, so episode 23. Then we'll have a week off. Then they'll probably do a clip show, and then the 2 final episodes.
So, with that said, I know for sure we'll do streaming the next 2 weeks. Now, the day after Christmas,
We're gonna have to play it by ear,
yeah, we'll have to play that by ear, only because not that we'll necessarily.
and the day after New Year's.
Well, yeah. Well, the day after New Year's is my first day back to work.
Haha.
I go back to work on the 2nd. But with that said, we'll have to keep in mind how different
Wait.
things work out.
I just thought of something. Those would be our days for recording. I just thought of that. Like, wait a minute. Those aren't the days they'd be airing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so 8th would be 21,
Mhm.
15th 22, 22nd would be 23, 24th would be the 29th.
They would probably skip the 29th.
I think they'd skip the 5th.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who's right. But the 26th, which would be episode 22.
21, 22, 23.
Okay, 23.
I just thought, like, wait a minute, why am I doing Tuesdays? That's not when the new episode
Okay.
is.
Nevertheless.
All right, anyway.
Okay, back to comments.
Yes, because battery's dying.
So, Star Wars fan has been hearing rumors that on one side, Boon Boonger is vehicle themed, and then on the other side saying it's musical themed. Which one do we think it is?
Well, the logo has tires, so I'm going to guess it's...
Are you sure it's tires and not records?
No, they're tires. But, so I'm going to say it's vehicle themed, but it could be like cars with subwoofers and amplifiers and stuff. It could be the Rangers are...
Oh, is this it?
No. The logo. The actual logo, not
Oh,
someone's fan art.
I don't see a logo. Is it
That.
this? It's hard to say because that looks like it could be volume. Like, I actually think these could be tuners.
Eh.
So admittedly, for me, I think it could be music themed. Because the logo, where I could see where he's talking about, you're talking about like the axles.
Mm-hmm. But maybe it'll be the Rangers will come down driving in their car and you hear.
But yeah, I actually think these could be tuners because while this looks like it could be speed, I actually feel like from what I'm looking at here, I feel like this could be kind of
the
like
camera's right there, not over there, right?
sorry. Yeah. But I actually think it kind of looks like what you see when you're turning up audio on a digital device. So I actually, to be fair, I'm hoping it's music because we've gotten subtle musical themes like with Go Sager. But
Will Sager wasn't musical.
well, no, the villains had some. No, they were movie. Never mind.
Yeah.
But I would love to get, as long as it's done right. I'm
my
gonna
God.
put that out there because
If it's music theme, I could see the villains, all the monsters being named after bands, music bands.
Well, to be fair, and this is where I'm going to make a JoJo's comment. So cover your ears. So the one thing I really enjoyed about JoJo's is the fact that it did have a lot of music references because I am a huge music geek. I actually did an entire panel on the music of JoJo's. So that's huge for me.
There we go. One of the villains could be called Abby Beetle.
It would be awesome. You can have so many musical references to the Beatles, since there's a lot of insect themes in the series. You could have
a villain named Metal Ika.
Why not? It could be like Bastard, where they actually say Metallica in the manga, and they have to change it to make it finicky because of Metallica. And have you seen any of the recent Ultra Galaxy fight movies? And one of them taking place after Root.
We haven't watched anything since the Absolute Conspiracy.
Now we only have 5 episodes left. 5 episodes!
Finally.
And what are your thoughts on Ultraman Regulos and Ultraman Reboot or Ribbit? If you don't know who Ultraman Regulos is, look him.
Yeah, we haven't watched those.
But we've seen.
We just saw him in Reboot. We saw in Absolute Conspiracy.
Yes. And Shibuya is a large prefecture that is mostly used as settings for anime like Jujutsu Kaisen. I figured it was.
And Shibuya 15.
Oh, isn't that Toku?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Delayed from 5.
No, I figured that. I figured Shibuya, or certain parts of, like even Kyoto, I've seen them use like in scenes. Let's hope to the gods, thank you for saying gods, that it's not a parody series like Go Under. Is Go Under technically a parody series?
No, but people view it as such.
Really?
It's not a parody series, though. Car Ranger was a parody.
I didn't know people viewed Go Under as a parody series. I could actually see it like that, so I appreciate it. Okay, last 2 comments. Quick, do an example of a monster being named after a band.
I just did that.
I would say, well, I could actually see a band being called Firestarter. If a villain, I'd name a villain Ghost of the Hammer because of the song Square Hammer by Ghost. Yes! I like Go Hanger and I thought Go Hanger was a goofy show. I could barely get through Go Hanger, but since I didn't have to review it, it was fine.
I could barely get through Go Hanger, and I had to review it.
Oh.
But, alright, with that said, hope you guys liked this episode of Blazar.
Or this episode of Watching Us Watch Blazar.
Yes. Click like, subscribe, bell notification, whatever else you guys click in the supporters. You can support us on Patreon and Twitter at Toku88N Network. And then also Instagram, Discord, Facebook at Kaiju no Kami. And then Creativity by Design LLC.com/shop. is where you can buy cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise, or our regular website is just creativitybydesignllc.com. Also, for the shop, there's a link in the description below. If you haven't done so yet, check out Godzilla -1. It is fucking amazing.
That is an understatement.
And she's not even a Godzilla fan. Until next time. Bye. Food. I need food. Why is this not ending? There we go.
Oh yeah, I need your help paying